Hey Stoic Seekers, welcome back to the channel where we explore ancient wisdom for modern challenges. If you're tired of feeling like your finances are controlling you instead of the other way around, you're definitely in the right place. Before we dive deep into today's powerful Stoic strategies, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more wisdom to cultivate inner peace and resilience. And if you're already part of our community, a thumbs up would be hugely appreciated. Let's spread the Stoic wisdom together. Now, let's get real for a moment. Are you sometimes kept awake at night, not by grand philosophical questions, but by the gnawing anxiety of your bank balance? Do you ever feel like you're on a hamster wheel, working harder and harder, but never quite getting ahead financially? It's a common struggle in our modern world, bombarded as we are with messages telling us we need more to be happy. But what if I told you that true financial freedom isn't about accumulating vast wealth, but about mastering yourself? That's the Stoic path, and today we're going to explore 6 powerful hacks rooted in Stoic philosophy to help you take control of your finances, and more importantly, your inner peace. 1. Virtue as true wealth. One of the most radical and liberating ideas in Stoicism is the concept that true wealth isn't measured in dollars and cents, but in virtue. Think about it. The Stoics believed that the only true good is virtue, things like wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Everything else, including external possessions like money, is considered indifferent. This doesn't mean Stoics were against having resources, but it fundamentally changes your relationship with them. When you internalize this principle, your pursuit of financial well-being shifts from a desperate chase for more material possessions to a more grounded and purposeful journey of self-improvement. Instead of defining your worth by your net worth, you start to value your character, your integrity, and your ability to live in accordance with reason and virtue. How does this translate to practical financial freedom? Well, when you're not constantly chasing the next shiny object or trying to keep up with the Joneses, you naturally become less susceptible to impulsive spending and consumerist pressures. You begin to ask yourself, does this purchase align with my values? Will it truly contribute to my inner peace and virtuous character? Often, the answer is no. This shift in perspective can be incredibly freeing. You realize that you don't need as much as you thought you did to be content. Contentment, in fact, becomes a byproduct of living virtuously, not of accumulating wealth. Consider this. Imagine you're faced with a choice between buying the latest gadget or investing that money in your education or a cause you believe in. From a Stoic perspective, the latter choice, which cultivates wisdom and justice, is far more valuable in the long run. It's an investment in your true wealth, your character. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe that focusing on virtue can genuinely impact your financial habits? Share your perspective in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear how you all interpret this powerful Stoic principle in the context of modern finance. 2. Amor fati in finances. Amor fati, love of fate, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It's about accepting and even embracing everything that life throws your way, both the good and the bad. In the context of finances, this is incredibly powerful. Financial setbacks are inevitable. Markets crash, investments underperform, unexpected expenses arise. These are all part of the financial landscape. A non-Stoic approach might be to panic, to get consumed by anxiety and regret when things go wrong financially. But the Stoic approach is different. Amor fati in finances means accepting financial losses and challenges not as failures, but as opportunities for growth and learning. It's about recognizing that some things are simply outside of your control. You can't control the global economy, you can't predict the stock market with certainty, and you can't prevent every unexpected expense. Instead of dwelling on what you've lost or what could have been, Amor fati encourages you to focus on what you can learn from the experience and how you can move forward with wisdom and resilience. Did an investment fail? Analyze what went wrong, extract the lessons, and adjust your strategy for the future. Did an unexpected bill throw your budget off track? Re-evaluate your spending, find ways to cut back, and build a stronger financial foundation. This acceptance doesn't mean being passive or indifferent to your financial situation. Quite the opposite. It empowers you to take proactive steps, but without being emotionally attached to specific outcomes that are ultimately beyond your control. You work diligently, you plan carefully, but you also accept that life is unpredictable and that financial ups and downs are part of the journey. Think about a time you faced a financial setback. How did you react? Do you think embracing amor fati, accepting and learning from that experience, could have changed your perspective or your subsequent actions? Let's discuss in the comments. Share your experiences and insights on how acceptance can be a powerful tool in navigating financial challenges. 3. The dichotomy of control in finances. The dichotomy of control is perhaps one of the most fundamental and practical Stoic principles. It teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not, and to focus our energy and attention exclusively on the former. In finances, this distinction is incredibly clarifying and stress-reducing. Think about all the things that cause financial anxiety. Often it's things we have little to no control over: market fluctuations, interest rate changes, inflation, economic recessions, even the actions of others that might impact our financial situation. Worrying about these things is not only unproductive, it's also detrimental to our inner peace. The Stoic approach is to identify what is within your control in your financial life. This includes your spending habits, your saving rate, your investment choices, within your risk tolerance and knowledge, your efforts to increase your income, and your financial planning. These are the areas where you can exert direct influence. By focusing your attention and effort on these controllable aspects, you become much more effective in managing your finances and building financial freedom. You stop wasting energy on worrying about things you can't change and start taking action on things you can. This shift in focus is incredibly empowering. For example, instead of obsessing over daily market news, a Stoic might focus on creating a solid budget, automating savings, and continuously learning about personal finance to make informed investment decisions. They understand that while they can't control market returns, they can control their investment strategy and their long-term financial plan. Where do you think you might be spending energy worrying about things outside of your financial control? And what are some concrete actions you can take to shift your focus to the things you can control? Share your thoughts and action plans in the comments. Let's help each other identify areas where we can apply the dichotomy of control to gain more financial peace and effectiveness. 4. Memento Mori and financial priorities. Memento Mori, remember death, might sound morbid, but it's actually a powerful Stoic practice for living a more meaningful and intentional life. It's not about dwelling on death in a negative way, but about using the awareness of our mortality to prioritize what truly matters in life. And this has profound implications for our financial decisions. When you contemplate your own mortality, you start to question what you're truly living for. Is it to accumulate as much wealth as possible, or is it to live a life of purpose, meaning, and virtue? Memento Mori helps to put things into perspective. It reminds us that our time is finite and that material possessions are ultimately transient. We can't take them with us. This realization can fundamentally shift your financial priorities. Instead of chasing wealth for its own sake, you might start to prioritize experiences, relationships, and contributions that align with your values and give your life deeper meaning. You might become less concerned with keeping up with trends and more focused on using your resources to support causes you care about, to create meaningful memories with loved ones, or to pursue personal growth and development. For example, instead of saving up for a luxury item you don't really need, you might choose to invest in experiences that enrich your life, like travel, learning a new skill, or spending quality time with family and friends. You might also become more generous with your resources, recognizing that true fulfillment comes from giving and contributing to something larger than yourself. How does the idea of memento mori resonate with you in the context of your financial life? Has contemplating your mortality ever influenced your financial decisions or priorities? Share your reflections in the comments. I'm interested to hear how this powerful Stoic reminder can help us live more intentionally with our finances. 5. Journaling for financial awareness. Stoic journaling is a powerful practice for self-reflection and self-improvement. It's a way to examine your thoughts, actions, and emotions, and to identify areas where you can grow and align yourself more closely with Stoic principles. And it's incredibly valuable for gaining financial awareness and improving your financial habits. Financial journaling goes beyond simply tracking your income and expenses. It's about delving deeper into your financial psychology. It involves reflecting on your financial decisions, your emotional responses to financial events, and your underlying beliefs and attitudes about money. For example, you might journal about a recent purchase you made. Ask yourself, why did I buy this? Was it a need or a want? Was it driven by external pressure or internal desire? Did it align with my values? How did I feel before, during, and after the purchase? By honestly answering these questions, you can start to uncover your spending patterns, your emotional triggers, and your underlying motivations. You can also use journaling to reflect on your financial goals and your progress towards them. Are your goals aligned with your values? Are you taking consistent action to achieve them? What obstacles are you facing, and how can you overcome them with Stoic principles like reason and self-control? Regular financial journaling can cultivate a much deeper level of self-awareness. It helps you identify and challenge negative financial beliefs, break free from impulsive spending habits, and make more conscious and intentional financial choices. It's like having a conversation with yourself, guided by Stoic wisdom, to become a more mindful and responsible steward of your resources. Do you currently journal about your finances? If not, would you consider incorporating this Stoic practice into your routine? What specific questions might you ask yourself in your financial journal? Share your thoughts and journaling ideas in the comments. Let's explore how this practice can help us all gain greater financial self-acknowledge. 6. Living in accordance with nature. Living in accordance with nature is a core Stoic principle that emphasizes living in harmony with the natural order of the universe and with our own human nature. In the context of finances, this translates to financial prudence, moderation, and sustainability. Nature teaches us about balance and cycles. There are seasons of abundance and seasons of scarcity. There's growth and there's rest. Living in accordance with nature financially means avoiding extremes and finding a sustainable rhythm in our financial lives. It's about avoiding both excessive accumulation and reckless spending. Financial prudence, from a Stoic perspective, is about using reason and wisdom to manage our resources responsibly. It's about being mindful of our needs and wants, avoiding unnecessary extravagance, and planning for the future. It's not about being miserly or depriving ourselves, but about using our resources wisely and effectively to support a virtuous and fulfilling life. Sustainability is also key. Just as nature operates in cycles of renewal, our financial practices should be sustainable in the long run. This means avoiding debt traps, living within our means, and investing in our future financial well-being. It's about building a financial foundation that can withstand challenges and provide long-term security. Living in accordance with nature financially also means recognizing our interconnectedness. Our financial decisions have ripple effects on others and on the environment. A Stoic approach encourages us to consider the ethical implications of our financial choices and to strive for financial practices that are not only personally beneficial, but also contribute to the greater good. How do you interpret living in accordance with nature in your own financial life? Do you see areas where you could bring more balance, prudence, or sustainability to your financial habits? Share your insights and examples in the comments. Let's discuss how we can align our finances with natural principles for greater well-being and responsibility. So there you have it, 6 Stoic hacks to master your money and, more importantly, master yourself. Remember, financial freedom isn't just about the numbers in your bank account, it's about the inner peace and self-control you cultivate along the way. By focusing on virtue, accepting financial fate, controlling what you can, remembering your mortality, journaling for self-awareness, and living in accordance with nature, you can build a more resilient, intentional, and ultimately more fulfilling financial life. Which of these Stoic hacks resonates with you the most right now? And what's one small action you can take today to start applying Stoic wisdom to your finances? Let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this Stoic journey, and until next time, keep striving for virtue and inner peace.